Another thing that is a big thing for us that we deal with every day is business income losses. We have a team of forensic accountants that helps pour through business income claims to determine how much somebody should be paid. And they're one of the biggest single factors that can be debated with the insurance companies, because there's nothing in the insurance policy that says if your business suffers a loss, then we're going to go back 1 year or 2 years or 3 years for financials. There's nothing in the policy that dictates what is history. How much history do we use to determine what would have happened had you not had this event befall you? So you come up with a lot of creative accountants. They're coming up with a whole different trends and histories. And so the insurance companies, forensic accountants, they're coming up with what the history was, and they're picking whether they want to take 12 months or 24 months or 5 years or season. And our accountants are doing the same thing. But then we're doing one other thing. We're also looking ahead. We're saying, gee, theoretically, what might have happened had this business not had a fire? What would you have done? Did you have a special product coming online? Did you have a competitor that was going out of business that would have increased your market share? Had you come up with a procedure that might have increased your bottom line profit? What were you doing? What could have happened had this not happened? So now we're not just looking at history, but we're looking at the future. We're looking off in the future, what could have happened, and developing a plan, an analysis of what might have happened had it not occurred. And if history has some bad history in it, is it an anomaly, or is it something that should be taken out of the equation, or should it be in? So these are the kind of things we're looking at with business income. Occasionally, we get something really interesting with business income. A few years ago, there was a fire at a brothel in Pahrump, Nevada. And I don't know if you know this, but in Pahrump, Nevada, brothels are legal still. And so they had a fire. They had a business income policy. They had a loss. They kept no books and records. Nothing. All cash. What are we going to do with this brothel? So we try to figure out how are we going to give the insurance company something. We got to give them something, to help demonstrate so that they have a reason to pay us something on the business income loss. Well, we can't get affidavits from the customers because most of the customers aren't going to, yeah, this is how much I spent last year at the brothel. So that plan didn't really work. One of my partners, not me, because I don't really know about these places. Not me. But one of my partners, I guess he knows about these such things, and he says, hey, every customer that comes into the brothel, well, every customer that comes in every customer that comes into the brothel gets handed 2 towels. 2 towels. One customer, 2 towels. Okay. So here's what we did. Let's get the laundry records for how much laundry, how many towels, how many pounds of towels were we washing every week at the laundry facility. And we did that. Figured out how many towels are being washed. We extrapolated that to how many customers. We had a menu list. They actually had a menu list, by the way. We had a menu list with prices. We were able to develop a reasonable business income calculation, and we were able to settle the loss with the insurance company. So sometimes our lives get really interesting.